Our second spotlight speaker is Shireen Naqvi. I'd like to invite Shireen Naqvi to the stage. Shireen is a senior consultant in Thank you, Shireen. Shireen is a senior consultant at Carnelian, where she focuses on personal development and visionary leadership. She excels in the field of emotional intelligence and aims to use her conceptual and practical paradigm to build endurance in organizations. And you'll talk to us today about moral leadership. Thank you so much for joining us. Please put your hands together for Shireen Naqvi.
Hello, hello. Is that better? All right, it's an honor to be here. Let's find out the youthfulness that is sitting here. So for the next 1 minute, please everybody just stand up. Everybody stand up. And put away, empty your hands, put your stuff on your chair. And now reach for the stars and the moon. Come on, reach up. Stretch with both your arms. And lift your feet up. Lift your feet. And breathe once deeply. Fill your lungs and empty them out. And out. Thank you. So I can see everybody's below 20 that's sitting here. Thank you so much. This is not needed? All right, thank you. Beautiful, thank you. Okay, moral leadership in uncertain times. We are grateful from the School of Leadership and Nucleus to be present at this wonderful and amazing forum. I've been given a very, very tough topic, but first of all, I'm very happy to say, Osama, this is the old one. All right, that today is the 75th anniversary of Pakistan, and what better place to celebrate it than with the greatest friend of Pakistan, which is Turkey. Thank you for having us here. Now with this, are you loading the other one? All right. The topic that I've been given is a moral leadership in uncertain times. Oh, I don't know. I have a little bit of a problem with that topic. Because in uncertain times, that's exactly when moral leadership is tested. And secondly, when have we not been in uncertain times? Humanity has always gone through uncertain times. What makes our time so different from anything else? So, yeah, where are we coming from? Let's recheck it. Moral leadership is not dependent on time, on place, or on circumstances. No, you're either a moral leader or not, regardless of what the situation and time is. I remember this movie, The Patriot, in which Mel Gibson was being recruited for the army, and he was based on the principalness of his character. And for the army, he said, I am a parent. I do not have the luxury of principles. And that's where the dilemma starts. As a parent, I make choices which are different, which are risky, which can lead to pain. Now, rise above that. My segment is about rising above that. No matter what your circumstances, you can still be a moral leader. This is a compass which shows you direction, where to go. So when you go to school, to college, to university, you study, have a lot of knowledge, and knowledge tells you where to go. It tells you forward, backward, left or right. That's the direction, north, south, east or west. But how to go is the moral leadership. This is another instrument that Allah Ta'ala has put inside us. Can anybody recognize this? Correct, it's a gyroscope. It's different from a compass. The aeroplane has a compass which tells us which direction, but the aeroplane flies in 3 dimensions. So it needs a gyroscope to go up and down as well. Similarly, us humans, we know east, west, north, south. But how do we get there is our moral leadership. The how we do it. It is how I go down the steps or go up. That is what gives me the values, how I do something. Not just where am I to go, I have to go to Istanbul, but how do I go? That is the gyroscope that is built inside me, and that's where the moral leadership exists. The enemy of moral leadership, what is the enemy? What stops us from being at that level? That is called, these are our minds filters. I call them DDDGs. We delete information that is not suitable to us. We distort, deny, and generalize what is not suitable to us. We all humans want to be in control. An earthquake takes that control away from us. That's why we don't like earthquakes. And to be in control, to be in power, to be confident, we need to be sure what we know is right. So when I get information, I delete what I don't like, what doesn't suit me. I deny, I distort and generalize what I don't like. This is, why do we do that? Because we want outcomes, the results. The world demands results from us. We want outcomes. And in miscreant, leaders that are miscreants, that are troublemakers, that are thieves, even they have values, right? Now, what they are bent on is outcomes justify the means. As long as I can get what I want, it's okay how to get there. So the compass is okay, but the gyroscope is faulty because it harms, it damages. It is bad for society. So it's not moral leadership. But leaders of our role models, from our prophets to all the great people we have sitting here today and who've spoken earlier, what they are, they focus on the journey and leave the outcome to faith. The outcome is not in my hands. So the ball is coming, and in Pakistan we play a lot of cricket. So if I hit the ball with the intention, the niyat, that I want to make a sixer, the ball go out of the stadium. But I don't know where the ball will go ultimately. All I can do is position my feet, my bat, and swing it with the intention of scoring a six. The rest I don't know. That is faith. So moral leadership relies on the how to do it with the niyat of getting to the destination. Look at this little baby. It's just listening. From the time you were born, every time we're just absorbing information. From the day the child is born, it's absorbing information. The way its parents think, act, the kind of relationship the parents, the husband and wife have amongst each other, that's all getting embedded in the child. And that becomes the life of the child and the life of the next generation. The more moral leaders the parents are, the more the crisis that we've been hearing about since yesterday will not exist. It's all what we as parents, that's the home, the university the child goes through. What we do in those first 3 years determines the lifetime of a country and beyond. Think about it. Moral leadership is not for schools to teach. It's for parents to embed, to act on, and to demonstrate. It is shifting. What is non-leadership? Moral leadership says I can be honest or I can be successful. I can have progress or I can be living on ethics. I can have a work-life balance in my job or I can have a promotion. I can have a job or do social work. I can have values or popularity. The word that is in my head over here is common is or, which is called a victim mentality. I can have this or this. And that's where it's called the tyranny of the mind, where I'm a victim. Oh my God, look what the world is doing to me. Oh, the West is coming and doing this to me, and the China is coming and doing this to me because I have to earn my bread, and that's a victim mentality. Now, what do we move to? Look at our Grand Master Rumi. What did he tell us? The message lies with him. Freedom lies in being bold. That's the word. What we want is courage. Moral leadership requires courage. To be on principles requires being on courage. Who in this room is born without courage? Nobody. You are born with it. It's a human endowment. It's a human basic attribute. It's a quality we all are born with. Then Rumi said, you need courage to be the truth. You want to be the truth, we all want to be the truth. Together we are 20 plus countries. The Ummah is 20 plus countries. These countries are the richest in the world. Yes or no? We are the richest in the world. Alone in Pakistan, we have the riches that are unlimited. But the gold mines in Pakistan, one tribe comes to take the gold, the other tribe comes and kills them. They come and try to take the gold, this tribe comes and kills them. So the gold is lying there and there's poverty all around. There's nobody to give them food or education because it's about power, it's about me, me. The victim. Then Rumi says, as you start to walk out on the way appears. That's called faith. Start the walk, and the way will form itself. And I'm saying this all through experience, not just beautiful words from somebody we all admire. So what is courage? Courage is easy. You just have to shift from or to and. Honesty and success. I can be successful and I can be honest. Honesty is moral leadership. I can have progress and I can have ethics. I can have work-life balance and be promoted. I can be doing a job. I run 8 companies. Right now I'm working with 7 of them. I started 8 businesses. Have 2 children, 3 grandchildren, a beautiful husband, 42 years of successful marriage. You can have it all. But know what you want. You know what you want. You can have values and be popular or whatever. And you can start a conference on time as well. Yeah, it's all in your control. This is called being a champion. So you move from being a victim to being a champion. The genius of the ant. Every child in the world is born a genius. And then we kill that genius. Whenever you say, I want this and this and this and this, that means I want to be helpful to society. I want to stand up for the voice of the oppressed. I want to stand with the marginalized. I want to bring my country and make it progress. You can say anything. And the moment you say and, your genius is ignited, is stimulated. Versus the tyranny of the or. No, I can only earn my bread. And that's all that's left of life. So courage, ladies and gentlemen, comes from your character. Let's look within. There is so much to look out there. There's the United Nations, the MENA, everything is already available. But can we look within and find the courage, the moral leadership to do things? And the tool that is required for that is creativity. The courage, how to have courage? Solve it through creativity. Again, a natural human endowment we are all born with. Look at what's happening in the world. We are looking deep into space from the origins of the earth. Nanobots, no more robots. We're talking about nanobots who are going to be fired into your body. There's singularity, there's space, all kinds of things. What are we doing? That's why we are unleashing potential. To look beyond. Don't scratch the itch. If an insect bites me and I keep scratching it, it'll just make the wound worse. Leave it. Look in the direction that there are absolutely amazing opportunities from Allah. Such incredible possibilities. Why don't we fathom them? We listen, we look. And how do we do that? Not just by using our 5 external senses, which animals also have, by the way. And anything you live your life on these senses is an animalistic life. It's a life of greed. It's a life of pleasure. It's a very small life. And we pass in mediocrity. The true leadership starts from be centered on your inner senses, which are your common sense. Okay, so the region is in difficulty. What am I going to do? Not we. What am I going to do? I'm not going to say, I want my rights, I want my rights. No, I will never go and beg to someone, give me my right, give me my right. I'm a beggar? No, thank you. I will say, I will take charge of my responsibilities. Only then do I get my rights, automatically. If I don't stop at a red light, how will I give the right to somebody who has the green light? First, I take charge of myself. Thinking, khayal. That's what this conference is. Liberate your khayal. It's about your memories and history in my life. What did I learn? Where did the mistakes I made? What were the successes? Am I mindful? Do I reflect? Is there wisdom? Is there gut? Is there the sixth sense, the intuition that is guiding me? Imagination to look beyond in the future. When we started the School of Leadership in Pakistan, it was a 400-year vision. 400 years. None of us are going to be alive. But it's only now that you plant the tree, which after 20 years will bear shade. So let's all plant a tree today. The value system, am I going right or wrong? Am I harming anyone or am I doing good overall? Now, at the moment I start this is I need to unleash. And when I unleash this, I am on moral leadership. Let's test it. I need 2 volunteers. Ajo. Come. Thank you. Jump over the chair. Come on. 1 and. Come. Run, please. Come. Handsome young man. Come. Thank you so much. And they don't have to say anything. They just have to do. So thank you. You're coming as a volunteer? Okay. Now tell me, we're going to test your leadership senses, not the outer senses, but the inner. Let's first check the outer senses, all right? Thank you so much. When you look up, what do you see?
Lights.
What do you see?
Floor.
The floor?
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody's floor, right? Clever guy. And?
No English.
No English, all right. When you look down, what do you see?
Floor.
What do you see down there?
Like,
Nothing. And you? Okay, right. When you see, look at the sides, what do you see?
People.
The walls
And around me.
and the
like great people out there and nice screen.
nice screen. Now what they're doing is using their eyesight, which is limited to the physical world, to the borders. Okay, Yemen starts here, Jordan is there, and Sudan is there. They're all fixed. Look at cyberspace. Cyberspace has no borders. Now I invite you to please use your leadership sight, the mind sight, not the eyesight. Close your eyes and look up and tell me, what do you see?
Future bright.
What do you see there, up there?
We are here together.
No, what do you see up there? Beyond the ceiling, what is there?
The independence of Pakistan.
Oh, okay. What do you see up there?
I literally just see nothing. Like I can't say, oh, I see the skies.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure if that's really.
No, that's leadership. Hang on. You use your mind sight. Can you see Jupiter?
Jupiter. Yeah.
Yeah, you can?
Imagine it, yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Yes.
Can you see
Kind of imagine.
the Milky Way?
Milky Way.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We can imagine this.
Oh, yeah, okay. It's in your head. Please have faith.
Yeah.
When you look down, what do you see? With your mind, not with your eyes.
Fear.
Fear, that's inside you, not down there. But you've hit the nail on the head. It's all being victim and being fearful. Yeah. Do you see water? Do you see oil? Do you see gold? Do you see diamonds? Yes? Do you see all the minerals down there in your mind?
Kinda.
Yeah? Kinda. Okay. Now, what do you see beyond these walls? Is there Istanbul? Is there Ankara? Is there Izmir? Is there Erdogan?
It's world around
It's a world around you. Now, if you only look at the ceiling, you will only make the lights and clean the floor and paint the walls. But if you see the sky, you will build a James Webb telescope. You will build a rocket. But if you don't see the Milky Way, you will not build it. And the world will move on and we will be left behind. If you don't see that, you brush the carpet. But if you dig, there is treasure inside. And that's leadership. Now, when you get the treasure, what do? What do you do with it? You use your own benefit, or do you serve humanity with it? That's the cause of moral leadership, right? So in testing, what we've done, look up, look down, no more. Can you see all the poverty, the cruelty, the tyranny that's around in the world? And that's what youth is. Why do we keep saying youth, youth, youth? Because youth is ideological. You have ideals, you have romance. You have romance, right? So what do? We love to fall in love. Please fall in love with an ideal and serve humanity. Thank you so much. Moral leadership at any time.